Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope all is well with you. This is going to be an all size reading on how Mercury retrograde is affecting you. This is for the Mercury retrograde from August 23rd until I believe it's September 14th. I could be wrong on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I've been seeing where it's September 14th. Check the timestamps in the description to check your signs, your placements. In Mercury retrograde readings like this, I would check your sun sign and your north node predominantly, and maybe your moon sign if you feel like you get emotionally affected during Mercury retrograde, okay? But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the signs. I'm going to start from Aries and then go all the way to Pisces, okay? So, hi Aries. Let's go ahead and see how Mercury retrograde is affecting you during this time. You could be feeling very chill, feeling like you're going through growth. Your money is doing excellent here. You could be progressing a lot, so much so some of you guys could be like getting a new car during this time. Some of you guys might be feeling like you're connected to earth energy or water sign here, progression. But I also feel like you are mastering a lot during this time. It seems like you have a lot of good influences around you, especially when it comes to collaborations. I feel like Mercury retrograde is going to be rewarding you with like reviewing things, not necessarily wanting to go back, but I feel like you're able to reconsider like where you're going, maybe even able to make better choices in the future wherever it is that you're going, based off of not wanting to relive situations and circumstances that don't serve you. Yeah, with the Two of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Wands. It's like you're focused on progression, moving forward, advancement. Some of you guys could be walking away from a situation, or maybe remembering why you left the situation and why you are advancing here. But it gives you power. It gives you a lot of power. Yeah, you have Queen of Pentacles energy. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have a lot of earth in your chart or connected to an earth sign here. Like I said before, I feel like you're just choosing to nurture yourself during this time. You're growing a lot, learning a lot. Five of Wands here. Nine of Wands and the Magician. You could also be choosing to separate yourself, wanting to manifest having distance between you and negativity. People who come in with that energy or carry in a combative trait, I feel. There could be one person in particular that you're connected to. It could be a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries here, Taurus as well. Six of Swords, you're just choosing peace overall this month. I feel like this is a really good time. Mercury retrograde is helping you to find peace, to move away from things that don't serve you. We see that in September, you're going to be sure about walking away from a situation or the way that you chose to distance yourself. This could be a twin flame connection or somebody here that balanced you. There seems to be this duality, but also you could have discovered like the toxic traits of a situation here. But I also feel like some of you guys are dating, and it's like you're choosing what you want, what you don't want. I feel like there's something that is connected to your inner child that's going to come through possibly around the 1st of September, where maybe you realize where maybe you were disconnecting. Or some of you can commonly follow like generational patterns of love and connecting with people. You might connect with a direct relative of yours. This could be a mother or a father figure to you. You might learn something about the way that you connect with others. Being patient when it comes to love as well seems to be very significant. And also focusing on checking in on yourself, making sure that you know how you feel. And also maybe checking in when it comes to connecting with people. You might have like a list of things that you definitely do not want or do want. And I feel like there's going to be somebody here, like if you give it time, they may start to check off the boxes here, let you know if this is something worth moving forward towards or against. I'm also getting here that when it comes to your goals, you need to check in with those as well. It's going to be very good for you to be progressive when other people seem to be wanting to create conflict. It's like once you can seclude yourself, during that time, I feel like you're going to gain a lot of success and a lot of mastery that shows through using your abundance wisely. Mercury retrograde seems to be a very good time for you to get out of distortion here when it comes to situations that you were connected with prior. That's all I'm picking up, Aries. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the other sign. I hope that you enjoyed this message, that it resonated with you. If it did, thumbs up the video. I will see you guys next time. Hey, Taurus, let's go ahead and take a look to see how Mercury retrograde will be affecting you during this time. I'm seeing y'all healing. I don't know if this is from like heartbreak, Four of Wands. There could be something romantic here, having happiness in your home. I also feel like there's somebody reconnecting with someone that they haven't seen in a long time, like a reunion. This could be a sibling, a family member, a friend, somebody that you hold really dear to you. Maybe a cousin. I'm also seeing that there's going to be a younger relative that is looking up at you. You have the Knight of Swords, Two of Wands, and the reverse. There's someone here who was reconsidering you, who's wanting to come in and talk to you. I feel like they're not familiar with how your life is now. But I also feel like you are in a better place in a lot of ways. And I also feel like you're more direct with how you feel. You're more upfront. I also feel like you're showing up as a better friend. There could be a lot of coming together with people, you know, somebody learning to trust you again, or finding that it's just a good time for you to connect. Also, shopping seems to be important. Some of you guys are going shopping. The Star. I also see a lot of fulfillment when it comes to your manifestation goals being, you know, completed here. I feel like you're doing a lot of work when it comes to your intuition. Some of you guys could be checking on your astrology during this time. Some of you guys are into astrology and do it yourself. I feel like there's going to be quick, rapid movement to people like coming towards you. A lot of popularity that's taken off as well. Ten of Cups, a lot of fulfillment, and also someone wanting to make things right with you. I can't deny it's the same person from the Knight of Swords. I feel like somebody is wanting to come in and make an offer, maybe come into union. Some of you guys may know of a person who may have left you heartbroken, who may return during this time too. I'm also seeing that there could be an immediate ending or completion of something that just wasn't serving you, and also having a favorable outcome here. Nine of Cups, getting what you want. I really like that energy for you. You're very attractive during this time. But Page of Wands here, I also feel like there's some people who want to reach out to you, but they might be scared of, like, it's something about your appearance, Taurus, that really turns this person on, but it also makes them feel like maybe you've moved on. I'm not going to lie. There seems to be some push or pull with this person, or energies coming towards you. I also feel like some of y'all are just married now and might be finding out that there's just somebody that's thinking about you a lot. If you needed to know that, or confirmation, maybe you started thinking about this person and wanted to know why. You know, this could have been a long distance situation that separated you. Some of you guys could have moved, something like that. Maybe your careers took off. I feel like there's a lot of that energy of like you just had success at a time where maybe you had to put a distance between you and someone, and they're really, really thinking about you during this time, maybe considering contacting you. If you've changed your number, or there's something here about like separation, distance, I'm seeing that there's going to be somebody who might try to get creative in how they try to get to know you. This is also good energy for those of you who are like investing in home. Some of you guys creating plans. Some of you guys could be a planner or a designer to some degree, or use your creativity. I'm feeling like closer to the end of the retrograde here, you're going to see a lot more progression when it came to ideas that, you know, you had to give a little time to take off, all right? But it could require you to separate from a person that you are working with now to go to somewhere else, it feels. Yeah, Six of Wands. Yeah, you'll have victory elsewhere once you see the truth in the situation. I feel like this is one of those things where you have to go through it, experience it, to know that where you are presently is where you're meant to be. You're definitely going to be appreciated here by people, by a lover here. Somebody is swooning over you, and also someone from your past is also swooning over you too. The Tower. You're having a lot of change and transformation in your life. There could be a lot of surprising events. Some of y'all could be getting engaged during this time, and that is why people come out their woodworks too. I'm also seeing here that there's like a baby shower coming through for a friend that maybe somebody's shopping for. It's a lot of stuff like that. Like, you're going to be busy and occupied when it comes to socialization, all right? And I don't think you're necessarily all that into it initially, but it's like it just naturally comes. You might already know that you've RSVP'd. These things are coming up. You just didn't realize like there was so many things happening in this month or during this time. Between months, really. It brings out an interesting connection with someone here that you have chosen to have distance with too. I'm getting here for some of you guys, this might be an energetic feeling that maybe somebody has been messing with you again. If you know about like spirituality, somebody doing stuff like that. This is not for everyone. For others of you guys, this is going to come out directly where maybe someone doesn't necessarily have the best liking towards you. They might be envious of you. You might be aware of somebody around you here who might be evil-eyeing you, or, you know, they just don't necessarily have your best interests. This person could have been spiritual or is spiritual here. I feel like there will be some sort of resolve that comes to this situation here. I feel like y'all are leveling up and this person is just going to be jealous and kind of fall off. I'm also feeling like there's somebody here who's getting exposed too because of your happiness, your joy, how you're expanding in life. I also feel like it's reflected in this too. I feel like there's also somebody who's imagining this energy with you if you're not traveling. Some of y'all could meet someone at a distance too, asking for help. So you're being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with the issue alone though. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask for their support. Like I said, there's a lot of energies around you who are kind of waiting around. Like, they're waiting to make a move. They're waiting to speak to you. But I also feel here that energetically, you might be experiencing this too, where you're a bit resistant to letting people know wherever it is that you're struggling. I also feel like with all of these people around you influencing you, it's also a bit difficult for you to connect with your inner self a little bit. That's why we see where you might directly choose to take time, like at the beginning of September, to really do a lot of self-reflection, maybe to call on the universe, you know, to pray a lot. I feel like, you know, you'll have what you want and what you're expecting. This just came out too, this card. Some of you guys might need to learn to detach from someone who's been running from this connection here. I'm getting air energy suddenly, like Libra and Gemini specifically. You could be connected with another sign here, I don't know. But I just feel like there's somebody here who is like really listening to their ego is what I'm picking up on in this connection that I'm talking about right now. You might detach from this person and you might feel like it's better for you. And I also feel like it gives you leeway to have peace in your life, to get your life restored. But suddenly, because you choose to do the best things for yourself, I truly feel like you're going to be one of those signs who experiences a love that might return, but it's like what it needs to be. It's completely fulfilling. Crazy. But that's what I'm getting towards. Those are the only messages that I have. If this resonated with you, thumbs up the video. I love you guys so much. I will talk to you next time. I hope all is well with you. Let's go ahead and take a look to see how Mercury retrograde is affecting you all. Some of y'all might have a Cancer that you're connected to, or placements of that in your chart. You also have Queen of Pentacles out here. I feel like there's a rewarding opportunity that's coming out to you. I feel like it's really being gifted to you. It feels very rewarding the way that you're able to nurture yourself with whatever it is that you receive. I'm also seeing some of you guys might be finding like some great deals when it comes to clothing. Material items seems to be very important or significant to whatever it is that you do, and showing your growth, your elevation here, especially something about like wallets, accessories, shoes. I don't know why it's so specific. I really like the message though, where it's geared. Some of you guys investing in jewelry, hairstyles, nails, that type of stuff. I feel like, or maybe it's like your setting as well, your environment. You could be investing in new materials like really close to you, like your bedroom or your office, something like that. I feel like is really important. And I also feel like some of you guys feel like a very strong boss in your life, or you're connected to somebody who has this energy that I feel like is really fulfilling to you. It could be a partner to you, but I feel like you have a lot of emotional fulfillment that's coming in, a lot of celebration. Some of you guys might be celebrating here with either a Leo or a Virgo. Their birthday might be coming up too, that's being celebrated. I'm also seeing, now, I know in like the original series of Sex and the City, Samantha was kind of like the gay guy. She had the very fulfilling life, always being in the spotlight, but also sexually attached to a lot of people energetically here. I feel like you are either that person that might be showing up to someone's event in that way, or maybe you had this energy at one point in your life and now your life is taking off. Maybe you're choosing a partner or a person to connect with. You know, I feel like you've changed a whole lot. You've grown and expanded, and maybe you're reflecting on that or seeing that influencing your life. I also feel like this is maybe how people viewed you socially, okay? For those of you who have like a lot of people who are connected with you in that way, Nine of Cups, I see you having a lot of fulfillment, a lot of celebration, but also a lot of attraction that's coming into you. If you are dating, primal time for love, new, old, it doesn't really matter. I feel like you have something that is very unique and different about you. You're very youthful. You're very outgoing. Some of you guys, there's a sense of materialism. You getting new stuff or maybe going to new environments attracts new energies towards you. And I also feel like you appear very young, or some of you guys, you're young, but you might have like you're young looking, you're young, you're youthful, and you have like a older child that makes you kind of like, I just feel like if somebody were to see you, they wouldn't know that you had children, truthfully, is what I'm getting. And I feel like somebody might be surprised when they see like the age of someone around you and that you're connected with them. Yeah, there's a sense of youthfulness that's coming through Page of Cups. I also feel like with the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, there's a lot of short-term goals that you're checking off. One is emotionally related. Maybe doing something crafty for yourself, or a project getting complete, like a DIY. And one seems to be like a good investment with yourself as far as career. Maybe you speak to the right people or say the right things at the right time, and I feel like it brings in goodness for you. We have this Tower and this Nine of Swords though. I feel like there's going to be some shift that happens right after the 1st, so maybe closer to the 5th of September here with the Nine of Swords, where either there's an energy connected to you that's worried or concerned about like some sort of loss or change that quickly happens. Why is the Tower here? 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords, King of Swords. There's an air sign here that's coming through strongly. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and 5 of Wands. For most of you, this is you. I get here, there could be a separation or a disagreement that happens, or argument. I don't feel like it's you. It feels like outside of yourself, but it's a huge disruption to your family or a plan, or to your... It affects your energy in some way with the 5 of Wands here. And I feel like the intent is to bring in some sort of negative influence. But it feels like it'll actually pull out the better aspects for you, Gemini, but it will have you a little bit torn or confused on what you should do about a situation. There could also be just more than one way to resolve a situation here. And if you're dealing with someone who is actually choosing not to do anything at all, you might find that there's a favorable outcome or solution that comes in with this retrograde for a lot of you. Especially if you've been struggling to like get someone to understand your point of view, but it feels like you know that they're playing games with you or something like that. I feel like you're going to have progression elsewhere. You're going to see the truth, and you're going to recognize where there's like some sort of playerism that's coming through in some person's energy here. I feel like they kind of use that manipulative tactic here because there's something that they're like intentionally restricting either you from or themselves from. It could be where somebody feels like, I feel like somebody is starting to feel like you deserve better. Truthfully, the sun is here. Okay. And I also feel like you've invested in better for yourself, and it's obvious, it shows. It's like you're destined and bound for this. And it feels like someone is losing control wherever they had it or felt as though they had it in connection to you, Gemini, who is kind of going to be exposed, limited, and relieved from your energy here, because the sun is talking about exposure, but I feel like it's overall for the highest good of you. And I also feel with this camera here that's flashing, you know, that's always someone who could be getting like recorded, taped, you know, shown for who they are. There's some sort of message here that's coming through that I'm seeing right now of somebody who can't really hide. They can't get away from this, okay? But it needs to happen so that you can break away from whatever was trying to limit you and distort you. Yeah, let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. I feel like there was somebody here who was trying to convince you of something, talking. I feel like there's a lot of people interested in you, right? But there's a lot of people talking and not a lot of honesty or truth that's necessarily coming out with specific people here. And I feel like you could be either awaiting contact from this person or contacting this person here, and being told, you know, to be patient a little bit. But after you finally get a hold of each other, the truth finally comes out about situations. I feel like somebody's going to be stopped from whatever it is that they're doing, especially if they're using manipulative tactics. This camera is here again. Some of you guys, this could be relevant to what you do as far as career or a hobby or something like that. Or maybe some of you guys might be finding some like proof of something through a picture or something. That came out in one of the readings, one of the zodiac readings for August. So that could be something that comes up like at the end of the month here. There might be somebody reaching out here missing you. I'm seeing a grandparent too that could be relevant to this situation. Abundance, and it was wanting to come out in the reverse. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. I feel like there's something limited about that part where maybe you're going to be working on learning about and seeing the truth of. It says this is the first important step toward receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Some of y'all could be worried about this with talking happening with this. I feel like you have to release a situation. So there could have been something that was supposed to come into you that you get concerned about, and you kind of had to buckle down and focus on other things, you know, reprioritize your energy because something is wanting you to focus on it, but it's to stop it or prevent it or make you feel like you're exasperated to getting towards those goals. I feel like Mercury Retrograde wants you to learn wherever you're doing that and release that attachment, you know, do some cord cutting when it comes to abundance in your mindset and get out of limited beliefs, change your mindset a little bit there, spruce it up. And I also feel like it will directly affect your love life and your influence in life, period, and career. So that was your message, Gemini. I hope that you resonated with it. Thumbs up the video if you did. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Let's go ahead and take a look to see how Venus retrograde. I said Venus. Okay, it could be affecting your Venus. Mercury retrograde could be affecting you for this month that it's going to be. Well, it's about a month, about 3 weeks. Venus is coming through, so maybe it's affecting your love life or maybe how you view yourself, because Venus can also be a bit self-reflective. maybe the truth coming out in a situation here. 8 of Cups. Something that you've walked away from, I feel like is going to wind up being rewarding for you. Although you miss it, I feel like you'll find more peace, and I feel like you'll be able to get more buckled down when it comes to your abundance. A few signs have been getting the Ace of Pentacles energy, but also this 5 of Cups and this 8 of Cups energy. I feel like there's something here that happens very fast for you, because I feel like this is happening very soon, closer to when Mercury retrograde begins, okay? I feel like you're leaving behind a lot of opportunities that don't serve you, whether it's career related or love related. But I also feel like there's like a lack of fulfillment here with what a lot of, like, with whatever has occurred. I feel like you weren't fulfilled from a situation as it was, Cancer. And I also feel like there was somebody who was kind of playing with your money or playing games. There could have been a situation where maybe some of you all are choosing to leave a friend group, because I feel like there's better people that are coming in for you, better offers that are coming in. I feel like one of these people might be somebody to invest with. I don't know what you do for work, or if you have like a side business or hustle, but I see somebody wanting to reach out to you or contact you for like working purposes. They may know that you do something. I feel like the thing is, you and this person, I'm getting a giggly energy with this. You and this person had a funny connection, okay? It might have been more serious than a friendship. It might have been something where you don't know this person, but like you knew them at a crazier time, something like that. There's something interesting between you and this energy here, and I feel like you're going to be a little bit happy or relieved to hear from this person. Maybe they haven't been like socializing a lot, moving on with their life. Some of them could have moved. 9 of Wands, yeah, they've been quite distant here. But I also feel like energetically speaking, you are also embodying that too. There's something about that energy that you like, Cancer, because whatever has been going on, I don't feel like is necessarily something that you want to express to everyone. You know, maybe you feel torn sometimes about it and whether you should do this, but I feel like overall, you know, you put an ending to that. Some of y'all might have a lot of Scorpio in your chart, or you're going through a lot of transformations from like anxieties and things that some of y'all might be wanting to reconnect with an earth sign. Not everyone here, but I feel like there's also some energies here of like someone has transformed their lives. They've healed a lot of wherever they felt lesser than. I feel like someone has become more confident, more unique, less stagnant though, and more stabilized. But I feel like they're finding symmetry because there's some sort of change that's happening. This could also be you, Cancers, who's doing this too. But I feel like you're ending a lot of circumstances where things just really don't add up. They don't serve you. Maybe the way that you feel emotionally about a situation is not going to resolve the matter. You have to take some sort of action or leave it behind, and you're making a choice by the end of Mercury retrograde. But I feel like the intent behind Mercury retrograde is to get you to sort out your feelings and emotions. Venus energy makes sense. 7 of Cups, yes, because I feel like there's a lot of ideology. There's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of circumstances here for you to clean up this area of emotional, like resonant energy that maybe you have not thought about. You've been putting a lot to the side, pushing a lot to the side. I feel like trying to stay active in the present moment of life, you know, and that's something that commonly happens, okay? Page of Pentacles, but it's like it's a great opportunity, a great time for you to focus on this. You will get a lot from it is what the universe is saying. And also I'm feeling like there might be some like small amounts of awards of money or small claims that are coming in for money that help you to get some advancement during this time. I feel like it's going to be helping you too. It might be a bit slower paced or slowed down, but I feel like you need this influence to kind of stop and think about what all you have learned and how you can use it to your best ability. Because we see at possibly like around the 8th through the 12th of Mercury retrograde, there's a opportunity that comes in for you. And I feel like the thing with the Seven of Cups is that you have to really show what you've mastered, what you've learned, maybe using some skills that you've learned, some techniques that you've learned from like multiple aspects or careers seem to be important to you. I feel like that's some advice that the universe wants you to know, okay? Paradise. Some of y'all are actually working up for a vacation, maybe to save, and you could be deciding on where to go. But I also feel here that this paradise is not just about the destination and getting somewhere. This is internal to you. I feel like you're wanting to get to a place of peace and paradise within yourself, and it takes you choosing to change your mindset about a lot of things and to get really determined in that, to not fall. But also I feel like there's something coming through about like impressionism or impressing someone. I feel like you have a lot to prove, or you feel like you should. I don't know why, but I feel like there's something that's of importance to you or to your reputation that you rely on heavily. Yeah, you have Sword here. I also feel like, you know, it says you're being asked to stop dimming your own light. I feel like some of y'all might realize where you get yourself in like frivolous situations with people where you could easily avoid conflict here and go through some sort of freedom. There seems to be you wanting to do a lot of shadow work in order to experience this freedom, and I feel like it will actually help you to get closer to yourself. I feel like there will be a lot of relief that comes into you once you get through the difficulty of, you know, the emotional burdens. But that's your message, Cancer. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, thumbs up the video. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you next time. Bye. Hey Leo, let's go ahead and take a look to see how Mercury retrograde will be affecting you during this time. We've got Page of Cups, Ten of Swords, Five of Wands. There's definitely a new chapter that you're going through. I don't know if this is like resistance here with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands, but it feels like you've definitely went through some sort of transformation or healing, maybe separated yourself, or I feel like there's something that maybe you're fighting against. Hold on. Let me see what that Five of Wands is, because that's what I'm really feeling like I need the clarity. Five of Wands gets Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's you guys. I feel like there's something that you're resistant towards because you've worked so hard on it. You know, in this depiction, we see that she's definitely a hard worker, maybe even a constructor, somebody who's creative, somebody who can follow a plan, though, and a great strategist. I get here where there's something maybe that didn't go to plan, or an unexpected twist with the Knight of Wands here. I feel like maybe somebody's going to be coming in and changing things with you. Queen of Cups could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here. Three of Wands. You're going to be feeling encouraged by Mercury retrograde by the 1st of September to move on from a situation here. I feel like it's a good opportunity for you. It's just you feel like you've put in a lot of hard work in whatever this is. For a lot of you guys, I feel like this is like either a job, some form of communication, maybe with another person. Could be an earth sign here too. I feel like you're going to move on to better opportunities, ones that are more prosperous for you though. It's like you're going to be able to get back in your groove or feel the retrograde out after it kind of gives you a little bit of a rocky spin towards the beginning. It's like the following week after that is more smooth sailing. I feel like you're also more encouraged to journal, possibly around the beginning of the month. Maybe some of you guys do that already, or maybe taking some sort of journey or adventure nearby. It's like you need to explore. You need to get out there. It's the truth, but I feel like there is some sort of truth or conversation that is going to come up that's important as well. It could involve a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. It seems like a lot of people want to get in contact with you because You could be emotionally fulfilled and single or independent here. I feel like this is maybe how people feel about you. I feel like it's going to be coming to the forefront here. You could also be focusing more so on the positive connections here and determining if you should remove a specific person from your life. Because I feel like it's like either this relationship is going to grow or it's going to depart. I feel like you're kind of in that place where it's like you feel good in yourself. You feel pretty comfortable, confident, mature enough, stable enough, and well off. And I feel like, you know, it takes two in a situation. You could feel like maybe somebody doesn't give as much effort, and that can kind of lead you to kind of leaving this person out. 5 of Cups here. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. It's like somebody could be feeling like they miss you. They want to reconnect with you, but maybe they haven't been able to. I'm also seeing that you might reconcile with somebody who might reach out to you like on a social platform. They might message you because they might have lost your contact information. It has something to do with maybe their end. It could have been somebody lost a phone or something broke or something like that. But I feel like they've gotten some sort of upgrade. They're going to reach out to you. Somebody could be wanting to get a hold of you, and some of y'all might choose not to respond to this person. It just depends on who they are. I feel like for some of you, some of these people did something to you, because I feel like for you to feel good in where you are, for you to be feeling like you need to reconnect with yourself, love yourself, but feel good in that energy, it just feels like you're healing and recovering from something, which lets me know like, yeah, you had to change directions, or you will be soon. It says, sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How can you pivot, even just a little? Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of elevation, but a change that comes in too. That 3 of Wands also shows that whatever it is that you're changing towards, it feels like it's for the better. Yeah, you're going to reminisce on some things, and, you know, Mercury Retrograde does teach us that, but I also feel like you're going to be learning a lot too. You're going to be recognizing like what's triggering your sadness, you know? Also, I feel like there could be somebody around you who's sad. Yeah, maybe worried about something or some sort of circumstance. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still, you must do exactly that, because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. I feel like some of you all could be encouraging others in this way too. I feel like you have an influence when it comes to that. There's somebody around you that you feel like, I don't feel like it's your role in their life, but maybe it's going to be important that you encourage somebody to stay positive or focus on the positive. Because, yeah, sudden change will come in. I feel like as soon as you say that there will be some sort of shock, turning events or things that happen. I'm also getting here like swift change for the good, and then maybe some swift change for the negative. It could be that you warn somebody about something. I was talking about that in a Leo reading, where you warn somebody and then like the next day something happens to them, you know, that changes or alters somebody's life. But for you, I feel like this is a positive shift where you become more relaxed. You become more connected to your higher self, more spiritually advanced here, recognizing where you can shift for the better, even if it's just minor changes here. I feel like a lot of you guys are focusing on upkeep, tidying, organizing things, organizing your life, getting a better perspective, being more serene, and also being cautious of your surroundings. It's very good energy for you to be this chill, Leo. I think it's going to ground you and center you just enough to really get your confidence to really grow and flourish, all right? So that's your message. I hope that it resonated with you. Thumbs up the video if it resonates. I love you guys, and I will talk to you next time. What's up, Virgos? I hope all is well with you. Let's go ahead and see how Mercury retrograde will be affecting you. I can tell already, like right before I got on and started pressing play, you guys might want to focus on like your organization, or feel like you want to find peace from a situation, moving on clearly. I feel like you want to be this focused and determined because you have your eyes set on achieving and accomplishing your goals. Page of Cups, 9 of Cups. not only are you desirable and attractive, I feel like the opportunities that are coming into you are as well. Some of you guys, this could be a connection with the water sign. This can just be naturally how you feel about yourself. Some of you guys are focusing on tactics to like healing yourself, maybe depression relief or like doing therapy. I feel like there's something about you being focused on this self-care with this Mercury retrograde. Some of you guys might have rituals or routines that you follow during the retrograde season. I feel like it's going to work well for you, and you might discover some new ones that might benefit you too. It will help you to release whatever it is that is not serving you, but also to recollect on what you felt at one point in time was not fulfilling to you, and to look back on this energy and be proud of where you are present day, it feels. It's like you might realize where maybe you were resisting the universe and how you can change that. You know, what's driving you to be a certain way towards a situation seems to be the most important factor here. I feel like there's something overall that you may not like, that you feel like you need to complete or get over in your life. Eight of Cups is the influence at the bottom of the deck, which makes sense with what I was feeling. I feel like you've also been resisting the obvious as well. There's something about you wanting to make peace with the situation, but also you feel like the more that you don't do something, the more you feel further away from the Ten of Pentacles, but also that it's closer because you feel yourself ending something. Like I said, 10 of Pentacles. I feel here where you're trying to make sure that this is the most rewarding experience as possible overall, even if you're leaving something behind. There seems to be an energy of, I'm going to have fulfillment and happiness either way, even though I may not necessarily have all that I desire. And I feel like there's something that is being triggered here where you come into this awareness and you also share with somebody close and dear with you that there is something here that is affecting you. There is something here that you definitely are emotionally tied to, even though you feel a sense of fulfillment or you will have it in the near future. I feel like there is some hidden emotions that come to the surface. Maybe something happens where somebody sends you like a secret text message. Somebody could be very sad, missing you. And this is also why you could feel this natural longing, whether you know who it's coming from or not by this time, you guys, because I feel like some of you guys won't even know who this person is that is kind of emotionally tied or affected by you. But I also get where they have genuine and authentic feelings or thoughts, or you are having this. It's one or the other, Virgos, but I feel like for most of you, you need to know that there's somebody who feels this way about you. You have Ace of Cups in the reverse. This could also be a sign of someone from the past, and the Ten of Swords, regretting their choice. This is literally that. I'm also feeling like somebody could be feeling the need to miss out on an opportunity, but it feels intentional. This could also be the way that you feel about a person or a situation with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This could be like a huge disappointment to the other party here, but to you, it feels unexpected because with the Six of Cups, it feels like there's something more worthwhile that you care about during this time. Or there seems to be some sort of disconnect between you and one thing, but a better connection here that seems to come through. It seems to stabilize you and comfort you. I don't know what it is. It could be the connection with like family, children, something that comes naturally to you, but it feels like it has more emotions. You feel... you could have found it hard to connect with feeling as you were doing this thing at one point in time in the past, but it feels like it's refreshed to you. You feel like you're there, you're a part of it, you feel the support of it. Ten of Cups. You could be feeling like you're ready to put your all into something with 10, 10, 10 here. A lot of completions here, a lot of change, but it's a lot of positive change too. The influence of like these two 10 of Pentacles supporting this 10 of Swords, it kind of lets me know whatever little heartbreak or hurt that comes with it, it is definitely nothing in comparison to the fulfillment that comes with it. And I feel like that's your ultimate goal, and what Mercury retrograde is going to be helping you with is your overall satisfaction, you know, having celebrations in life, celebrating with people around you, even if they're unexpected or new people. I feel like somebody really cares about you, and you learn that during this time or right before this time. But you share news with them and they share your positivity in such a way where you know that you've made the right decision for yourself. And them being there in an important time in your life, they might hold a special place, you know, in your life from here on out. This could be like the first aspect that we see of you actually building a bond. It's funny because I feel like it could be two people that are coming into your life that are nostalgic, but both aren't bad. Maybe one never left, but it comes with you like having to get away from something that's not really authentic, not showing true feelings, hiding, gaslighting. It really does come to light and get exposed during this time, but I feel like you've prayed for this to come to light, to end, to complete itself. And it's coming from this energy here, the chaser, whoever is codependent in a relationship or fear of abandonment issues. If you're an independent person, they say raise your hand, but if you're an independent person and you told this person that you have that influence of independence, and whether they chose not to accept that or they made actions that showed you that they didn't really care about that they were going to try to do what they wanted you to do or manipulate it in some way, I feel like you're ending that connection with that person, because I feel like you've actually been preparing to come more in alignment with someone else, and this person, it would just take this relationship a lot longer to get off the ground. And I feel like it's a real push and pull where like you guys might get hurt when you're together. You know, twin flames is not always bad. I think that I usually just take what this says when it comes to twin flames, because it can be friendships that we're talking about here too. When it says complement each other, I feel like there's a person here that you know that it's not necessarily all bad with, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the goal that this person has with you is meant to be, because you have fresh start that is blooming here. And I feel like you intuitively know it. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. Some of you guys might get like a new boyfriend or girlfriend, or want that, or want a relationship, or want a new start with a person. Somebody just wants somebody's presence, or to feel them, or to be around them. I don't know. Some of you guys might have like Virgo moon placements, I'm hearing. But that was your message, Virgos. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, thumbs up the video. I surely do appreciate it. Check out your other placements. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you next time. Bye. Hi, Libra. Let's go ahead and take a look to see how Mercury Retrograde is affecting you during this time. You might have some hidden feelings or emotions that are coming to the surface. 8 of Cups. Yes, this is about healing and releasing, but it's also about realization with the Sun here. I feel like there's something about choosing to be happier and get away from something that feels patterned, or it feels like a routine. I also feel like there is something where you might be surrendering or letting go or releasing a situation here. Your energy feels quite relaxed on it, okay? Then you got Ace of Swords. There's truth that's coming in with the situation too, a final ending, an agreement. But I also feel like there's maybe new contracts that are coming in too. You could be leaving behind a situation like career circumstance here. Feeling like there's new opportunities, there's new people to meet as well. I'm feeling with the Sun and the Ace of Swords. Libra energy, Gemini, Aquarius, as well as Leo are the influence here. I feel like even if you've experienced like a harsher ending with the Nine of Swords, or something that makes you a little bit antsy, worried, it could just be excitement for some of you guys. I'm seeing you shouldn't worry about that there's going to be some good things that come in, great outcomes here, maybe even a better boss figure for some of you guys with the King of Swords. For others of you, this can also be speaking to someone who is very intellectual, has clear insight, gives you good advice, gives you worthwhile energy when it comes to your situation. So if you're investing in a King of Swords energy or somebody to help you, I feel like you will get a good outcome with this situation here. Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Your money will definitely go a long way, so long as you don't let anyone interrupt the situation with the Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords energy. I feel like for some of you guys, this will be like quick phone calls or quick responses will be necessary in whatever it is that you're doing. It feels like Mercury retrograde will make you more alert and aware of the world around you. You may not necessarily have so much time to relax like the other signs, truthfully speaking. You guys seem to have the busiest reading. I feel like you also have a lot of high expectations, a lot of people who might call you. It might stress you out. You might want to put an end to that because I feel like it's affecting your relationship, something that you're fighting for. I feel like you're losing because you're too distracted, because there's too many people who depend on you. And then it's crazy because you have this influence of having the same codependency to another person because of how people are codependent to you. I feel like it's not necessarily a pattern that you recognize within yourself, but you might start to see the influence of this and try to do something to prevent it. It feels like you're taking preventative measures. I feel like Mercury retrograde is helping you to realize like this pattern that you want to break because you want to have a good communication style. You see how it helps you and your stability and your soul self is what they're saying, which means some of you guys could be in relationships, but this is talking about you independently, how you handle life, you know, a trait within yourself. This Nine of Pentacles is expressing too that you're getting away from stagnancy when it comes to finances, when it comes to money, when it comes to career. And I feel like you have better opportunities here. You seem to be very ambitious, enlightened on what it is that you desire. And you're able to get and receive these opportunities to keep them. Some of you guys could be feeling the need or feeling encouraged to come up with some sort of savings plan. Some of you guys might be trying to get a loan or pay one off and feel like you might need to speak to some people, work some things out, get some negotiations going with the Three of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. But I feel like overall you'll be expressing some good news to people who care about you that you might be close with, okay? You could have a significance with like private conversations that help you to relieve your stress with the Ten of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you want to nurture these connections because they seem to be coming to the forefront at the end of the month here. It may cause some of you guys to be either being open to new love or the opportunity for it, or for you to seek it out. It feels like that, like somebody feels like they're not loved or cared for, but it feels like for most of you it's the other person here. For some of you guys it could be you, but I feel like it's a feminine energy. Okay. Overall energy, Five of Pentacles, leaving something out in the cold that doesn't serve you. Leaving behind bad living circumstances and situations that made you feel lesser than can be important too. Some of you guys might be seeing where it's just not a good investment where you are. You might have to choose better. I also am seeing, Libra, that there might be some energies demanding something from you during this time, and you have to leave those people behind. This feels like people who need you for money. Okay? I don't feel like this is just a typical relationship. This might be something that was in the past, but maybe like children are involved, or like a family member or animal are involved, or something like that. or like a house, like if you guys separated, got a divorce, but maybe you had like a business together or Airbnb together, something like that. Yeah. Separation here is coming through. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. I also feel like this can be that maybe people's schedules have changed, or maybe your life is changing to a degree and you don't know what that means for someone that you care about. And also, I just feel like you're also open to the new as well. It's like you don't want this to be sad, I feel. That's what I feel with the heart with the key. I feel like somebody wants to leave the door open for like friendship, spontaneity, or somebody is choosing to at least be cordial or professional, you know? Like somebody can put their emotions to the side for something, even though they definitely do feel what they feel with Heartbroken and the Phoenix. That's a very passionate, fiery energy. Somebody knows for sure what they think about the situation. They're sad about what they feel, but they know that they have to accept it and embrace it, okay, Libra? But that was your message. I hope that you enjoyed, that it resonated with you. If it did, thumbs up the video. Don't forget to check out your other placements. I love you guys so much, and until next time. Hi, Scorpio. I hope you're all well. Let's go ahead and take a look to see how Mercury Retrograde will be affecting you. Is it what I think it is? High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles. It feels like you're in awareness of something at an extreme rate. You feel where something would be good for you to do, but you're unsure if you should do it. Yeah, you feel like there's something that you're... Sorry about that, guys. It feels like you're a little bit concerned about like how something will go, I feel. Let's see. I also feel like your intuition is improving, but you don't necessarily know what to do with it. Some of you guys might feel like unsure of yourselves. If you're like starting off during tarot, this can be where you're like just beginning something and people aren't necessarily giving you advice back, but you need to know that you resonate. But you also want to know, like, should you expand? Should you move forward? It's saying you should with the Ace of Swords. Whatever ideas that you have, that imagination is going to help allow your inner child to soar, which means you're possibly between the ages of like 20 to 27, 28. I think that's when inner child is a real big influence in the life. Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. There's a heavy earth energy here for you, Scorpios. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. I'm picking up on all three of the signs here, but also air. I feel like there's a sense of you wanting to communicate or reach out to somebody. It feels like somebody that you're missing, you're reminiscing, you're thinking about, because the mirror usually talks about like the mindset, remembering, thinking about something, reliving it, imagination taking off with this person, a rendezvous. I feel like you want to know what somebody's working on. There's something about this person being private or privacy being key and crucial, but you think good thoughts about a person. I feel like maybe you guys didn't necessarily complete on better terms because you got the Two of Pentacles on top of the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like maybe you don't necessarily feel sure about your choice or decision with the Nine of Swords about something, and it's like coming up. The Sun in the reverse, you're sad at how you left things, because that's where I was getting that imagination. The Devil, Capricorn coming through, but they're saying it's not the bad part. Somebody actually feels like, Scorpio, did you feel like you were toxic a little bit at the time? Like it wouldn't work out whenever you connected with this person? Because I feel like you made this other person sad. It could be a feminine energy that I'm connected with that you might have may feel this way. Some of you guys, you might be the feminine energy and this is how you feel about a situation. Possibly. Don't know. But with the Sun in the reverse, the Four of Swords here, I do feel like you need to find some inner peace, meditate, find a way to clear your head. I feel like, oh, that's my shit. That song, She's on My Mind. I don't know if y'all heard that shit. I heard that shit one time when I was at Joann's. Don't ask me why I was at Joann's, but I love Joann's. You can find everything at Joann's. I'm a creative person, if you didn't know that about me. I love like crafting and stuff like that, crocheting, stuff like that. But yeah, man, that shit went right on my Spotify. I'm like, yo, this man, they had it blasting too. You know, when you in the store and you blasting, you just shopping, you know money was spent that day. And I was actually getting flowers. That's what I was saying. I feel like that's important because, you know, you have these flowers in reverse with the sun. I feel like there's something about sadness here with it being in the reverse. Page of Cups. Somebody wants a new opportunity to start something. I feel like somebody feels more refreshed. They feel more like themselves. They wonder, like, I don't know if this is you. Six of Pentacles. I feel like if this person has things that they take care of, you're even willing to, like, do that now. What the fuck has gotten into Scorpio's retrograde? I didn't know this was going to come out. Ooh, I like you. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. There could be somebody that wants to date you, or you want to date somebody. You feel like there's a bubbling in Scorpio's tummy. Not in the bad way either, unless you had a burrito. Somebody did too. But yeah, I feel like your feelings for a situation are growing. I feel like there's a person that you feel like you can go through any obstacle with. You can deal with them at any phase of their life. They can do the same thing for you. And I feel like this is a time where you are discovering this where you haven't found it yet. It's like for some of you guys, you might have felt like you haven't found that in anybody else. Because I don't feel like some of y'all are with this person with palm trees. Some of y'all could have had to focus on your stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. You know? So, Grim Reaper. I was about to ask, who is this person, right? Grim Reaper. This relationship is over. Wedding rings and the golden mirror. That mirror again. It could be a freaking earth sign. For some of you guys, it could be somebody who's at a distance from you. You feel like this person has moved on, but you feel like this your person. You feel like maybe they done got wed up or engaged or they're dating somebody, but you like, some of y'all who do black magic might be doing some black magic to break them up. Ooh, I'm not telling, but I'm telling, you know? And others of you guys, you might be realizing, or maybe you were a dickhead because you might be imagining this person. You could have saw this person in a wedding dress or wanted to see them in a wedding dress or in white. You might view this person as being pure. That might be where that white is coming from, Scorpios, that I'm picking up on. I'm finna get off of y'all and let y'all still feel these emotions because y'all not finna stop. It feels like it's gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger. If you want to know if you should reach out to this person, I would say yeah. You might need to. Otherwise, I feel like your mind won't STF you until you know. Like, you might have to suck it up and see if you blocked it or not. Something. I don't know. But that was your message, Scorpio. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, like the video. Thank you guys so much. I love you so much. Check out your other placements you might need to. I love y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, Sagittarius. I hope all is well with you. Let me get this to focus a little bit. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and take a look to see how Mercury Retrograde is affecting you during this time, okay? Sorry if it's slightly turned. I'm having it on the charger right now. We're going to keep going through this thing, you know? Seven of Wands, progression. You're also very defensive. I feel like for those of you who are choosing to have a new chapter in your life, you are very adamant on who you want around, who you don't want around. And also, you are very defensive in your standpoint when it comes to a situation. You got the Devil here and the Ten of Swords. This could be a situation with somebody that you cut off who had a really toxic negative influence or a hold. It could be an Aquarius with a Capricorn North Node or Moon or something. Or a Capricorn here, but I feel like it's a Moon person or something. I feel like there's somebody here who has a really toxic negative mindset. Like, they're real manipulative, emotionally manipulative too. Or somebody who's just irritated. I feel like you're getting away from, and you feel like you have overcome the war. This person could have put you through a lot. Yeah, you're choosing to find a lot of peace here. Ace of Swords with the Four of Swords. I feel like you see the truth in a lot of situations, and a lot of truth is going to come into you, a lot of clarity as well. If you just wanted to have your own space, to just kind of take a breather, to separate yourself, or maybe even book a spiritual retreat or do something for yourself that involves healing yourself in some way, is going to do significant wonders on you. There's going to be a lot of improvement that comes into you. And I also feel like, you know, your mind is just a whole lot clearer. You're not in a bad space anymore. I feel like you see very clearly about a situation, and you feel like either you were manipulated by a situation or a person here, or you just feel like somebody just wasn't authentic or truthful recently with you, and it just really has you thinking about all of what you went through. Who you should have invested in is also coming through too. A lot of people have been getting that, especially if you have some Scorpio placements. That one was a really strong reading for that. Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. There's something about your happiness that you really have a firm stance on, and I feel like you should. It feels like you're going to have a peaceful home. Some of you guys could be cleaning up, decluttering here, changing things around. I'm also getting here that there's like a grounded energy in your home that you're going to be focusing on, especially if you like work from home or do a lot of creative stuff. You're very talented. I feel like your talents are progressing. They're being exposed as well. And I'm also seeing some of you guys might be redeeming some sort of reward or abundance, or if you're in some sort of competition or something like that right now, you could win. I'm picking up very strongly. I feel like you'll have a lot of success, but you'll also, I feel like this is actually what's most important to you, or the person that you meet, but you're going to make good friends with someone, or you have a very good friendship or bond with somebody that you will really cherish. I feel like this person might even be somebody that you go into business with in the future. It could be an earth sign. This keeps coming out, dude. The World, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm hearing this song, Incomplete by Cisco. I feel like somebody feels like their world is pretty solid. They have a good plan for themselves. They have good goals for themselves. They have great dreams for themselves. They're very ambitious. They feel like they can conquer the world. They've been accomplishing a lot. They're in a way better place than where they were prior. And this Nine of Pentacles, you respect somebody's independence, peace. I feel like there's somebody who's the winner of your heart, or the star of a situation, a star person that's coming through here with the Queen of Pentacles. But I also feel like ultimately you're focusing on your sustainability, your success, you know, all of those things too. But I feel like somebody gives you the ability to do that. Somebody keeps wanting closure. This could be significant or important. This picture, for some reason, they're telling me to highlight this balcony with this girl and this guy. I feel like this is the guy holding on to the nostalgia of the girl for some reason. And I also feel like somebody had told other people about this situation, about this private moment together that affected why the situation didn't take off to the next level that somebody is now thinking about or pondering on. I mean, geez. Now, for some of y'all, you feel like it should just stay in your memory, but I feel like somebody's going to reach out. The figure skater woman. I feel like you don't hold this person in an illusion anymore, because they're not. I feel like at one point this could have been a person where whenever you imagined them, there was a lot of airy energy, which means it was a lot of like the imagination, wanting things to go in a certain way, but fantasizing about it too much. This feels like you have more grounded ideas about a situation or a type of relationship or a type of job, you know, a type of career, a type of communication you want to have. I also feel like there's a sense of boldness with the Page of Swords tactic, because I feel here like Mercury Retrograde is kind of teaching you to be a little bit direct, mature, but quick about it too, okay? Like, don't waste too much time. If you need to apologize to a person, I would do it. Date. Meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan, set a date. I feel like somebody wants to connect with you or reconnect with you, or you want to do this with somebody. You might want to plan a date with the person who might not necessarily be single yet. I feel like they're going to be freshly single, but I feel like they were connected to somebody who was actually very toxic for them, and they're actually going to be relieved and actually in a place to date. This person has done a lot of growth. Like, they're actually going to be ready to date somebody real because they were dealing with somebody who might have been older but not mature, and this person might have played with them, like lied to them or manipulated them, and they hated it. And so they started separating themselves from this person like a long time ago, but they're finally single from it. It's a sigh of relief. It could have been a fresher relationship too. It doesn't feel like it's that long. It feels like maybe a 4-month connection, 5-month, but they were like, oof, I can't wait to get this shit off of me. They could have been thinking about you too. I feel like they are confused on why this situation stopped. Yeah. I feel like that might be where you come in with the clarity of truth, or somebody comes in with the clarity of truth, or should, or wants to. That not today, you know, I don't know. They feel like something happened where it just abruptly ended. You broke their heart. You made them feel scorned, dude. Snake. I feel like this is the only person in the world where if they needed to slap the hell out of you, you would feel like it's well deserved. You wouldn't even be mad. You probably get turned on by it and be like, you know what? You're right about that. You know, I feel like you really did something like that, Saggies. I don't know what this is, but I like your message. I hope that it resonated for you, or maybe this is you to somebody else. I don't know. Take it how it goes for you. Thumbs up the video if it resonated with you. I love you so much. Don't forget to check your other placements. I will talk to you next time. Bye. Hi, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and take a look to see how Mercury Retrograde will be affecting you during this time. Let's see one more. All right. Y'all are the first ones with the Four of Pentacles out here, I think. You got Page of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. I feel like there's something that you know that you want to move away from because you're less thrilled. I also feel like there's something about reserving your energy, keeping your peace. I feel like you're actually enjoying the Four of Pentacles energy towards the beginning of retrograde. It's like you're okay with saving, but you're also okay with like saving your time, saving your energy from things that you know don't serve you. I feel here where at one point in time you were a bit nervous to let go of this situation or situations like this, but you are less nervous now, I feel, with that Nine of Swords and that Four of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, Temperance. Yeah, I feel like you know how to keep yourself at peace whenever you feel concerned about a situation. With Temperance here, you're able to keep a good center of balance, so you don't necessarily slip. I feel like there's going to be like a huge accomplishment when it comes to like a long-term goal, or like a way of being. It could be a recent one that you changed, whether it's you being more nature oriented, getting yourself out there, you know, or for some of you guys, it could be like athleticism or choosing to be more active or proactive in your life, you know, something like that. With the Three of Wands here, I feel like you're definitely going to be seeing subtle changes with like weight loss. You're going to be feeling very good. I feel like there's something about gaining muscle too, like a good tone that's coming into Page of Pentacles, you feeling and moving in a more youthful way, feeling more progressive in life too. I feel like you're going to be preparing for good news to come into you, and you'll get it with the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. I hope I said King of Wands before. I don't know. You could be connected with a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. I'm not really sure here, but I feel like overall, you're very passionate about your independent time, the influence of that. You seem to be very, very powerful with your energy, and it's because of how you're choosing to save it. you know, and also use it, what you choose to invest it on. I feel like you're very picky, very decisive during retrograde season, but they want you to be that way towards people who you know have been unhealthy towards you, have kind of challenged you. And I also feel here like sometimes people like the spice from you, Capricorn, so keep it. Temperance at the bottom of the deck again. Some of you guys could be connected with the Sagittarius, need to see the Sagittarius reading, or know that, like, I feel like somebody feels like that towards you, like you bring them peace. Somebody wants to come into you. Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. I don't know if this is new, Capricorn. I feel like it's different for everyone. For some of you guys, it's new, but if it feels like a water sign. This person's energy, they may have fire. So they may have water, like a sun sign water placement, but they have some mad strong fire placements. I only say that because they were like, imagine like a tea, and I'm like, tea is like hot water. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't sweet tea, it was hot tea. So they may have some fire placements here. That may be how they feel about you. Like you're very sensual. You get them like burning. Like this person has a desire for you that's crazy. And it's at a time where you are leaving something behind and walking away, or something is just falling away from your life that you're okay with. Yeah, you're okay with. You actually feel like that's the worst part of it. Well, Queen of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. Swift change, swift transformations, but also some crazy endings. Your overall energy being the Ten of Swords, this is like you getting away from a situation where somebody was trying to break you, or you felt a little bit off-centered in the connection, to go towards someone that you feel more assured of. But I don't know if you're expecting this, Capricorn. It feels weird. And I also feel like there's going to be a lot of people wanting you for things in a good way. There seems to be a demand for your energy that comes in with this Mercury retrograde. I feel like you'll appreciate the feeling, but you'll be a lot more humble and mature towards the route that you take with pivot. People will appreciate this change, or the way that you go about transforming things. Know that whatever ideas that you have right now when it comes to transforming or shifting things, they're actually very good ideas. Even if you've been struggling to change an idea, I feel like some of you intuitively know where you may need to or have to, or change your plan about something, but it feels like it's overall related to your worth. This Twin Flames keeps coming back out. Yeah, you were stabbed in the back by someone. I feel like you've moved on from the situation. You recognize it for what it is. And I feel like you might be bringing it up soon to somebody when you end it. Like you might have to remind this person why they ain't shit, because they're going to try to make it seem like, you know, they'll tell their family and friends whatever they want to tell their family and friends and stuff. But I feel like you're not wrong. There's evidence to prove it. And you have a passion for doing this. It's not even because this is your relationship. You naturally have a passion for the truth. And so when this person kind of came to you with a lie, or like multiple reasons for you not to connect with them because they're narcissistic, a narcissistic relationship, you could have felt loved bombed by this person. Truthfully, at the very beginning, they might have hit you with a bomb, like a few weeks after y'all connected, told you about a connection with somebody where they connected with them, but they lied about it initially. You might have had to make a decision because there's one night stand here. You're gonna have to end that, and you're gonna be happy in doing it, but it's going to lead you closer to this, because I really do feel like there's somebody who's like, I swear, STG, excuse my language, I feel like I just heard somebody say they are actually desperate for you. This might be somebody that you know already, who might feel like they have like blended their opportunity, like they blundered it, like it's done. And I feel like this person is real interested in having you back. This is not, I don't know. Grim Reaper here is death, okay? What other signs? Cancer, Pisces, that Scorpio energy. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. That was your message, Capricorn. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, thumbs up the video. Thank you guys so very much. Don't forget to check out your other placements. I will talk to you next time. Bye. Hi, Aquarius. Let's go ahead and take a look to see how Mercury Retrograde will be affecting you. I just heard murky waters. Maybe things get into a weird place with somebody old. But it's good. There's distance, whoever this person is that I was feeling that for with the Nine of Wands. This is somebody that you may already feel like you're at a distance with, or maybe you're distant from this person but having to live something out. Yep, Queen of Wands, I feel like you're determined to get through something, you know, to have something accomplished, finished, achieved, or done like how you planned it out. All right. I also feel like some of you guys, Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands. You might have also had somebody flake out on you when it comes to the hard work and effort that it takes to invest in whatever this is. This could be like a fear that you actualize because your manifestation abilities are super strong right now, Aquarius. But I actually feel like your intuition is not misguiding you in this. They're pre-warning you about a situation that's going to occur. Could be involving a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, an air sign, or somebody with strong placements of that in their chart. But I feel like they've been resistant to changing or helping out as it is. And so this is like your energy protecting yourself. It's like if you were to go into some sort of state of being where you could annihilate whatever is harming you. It's like protecting you from a higher stance, okay? Ten of Swords, yeah. It's opportunity for new change and stuff to come in for you. But it's definitely a burden what somebody was attempting to do. Two of Wands here. But luckily for you, you will be able to problem solve your way through this with the Queen of Wands here over it. It's like the strategizer is able to determine which way to go, but you can't stay in the indecision for too long, and that's why it's at the heart of the reading. Mercury retrograde is going to be teaching you that the most. You have to be very self-assured, and you need to trust that you are in the King of Cups energy, Aquarius, that you are emotionally secure, stabilized, you know yourself, you know what you can do, what's too much, what's too burdensome, you know, and you know your strengths very, very well. You're very intelligent in that way, and I also feel like you know what you won't accept. You know your worth, and you know what won't limit you, okay? So whatever it is that you find is giving you some sort of resistance, for those of you in good companionship or in good standing with your partner is going to support you in the areas where you feel you need the assistance. But for those of you who don't have that, this is you finding it within yourself, the best influences that you need for the situation. With the Hermit here, I feel like there's something that you realize is just not ready yet. For those of you who feel like you're not prepared for a situation to happen. Some of y'all, this is like the influence of school or going back to like a form of being that is a little bit tiresome, especially if you have to read a lot for your major or something like that. Or maybe those of you getting back to like a different work schedule. I feel like maybe after a marriage or a vacation, something like that, a retreat with a person, it just feels like a lot of things that you just don't want to get back to, truthfully. With the Hierophant, you're going to feel like, I gotta do this. It's like you're going to remember all of the people that matter to you on a real level and really kind of duke it out and strengthen yourself, okay? I feel like for some of you guys who maybe struggle with addictions or something like that, this could be where this is the place that you go to, yeah. the place that you go to when you feel torn, that you had to learn to use to break away from whatever cycle you were in. It feels like you're going to use that same influence for something else, and it's going to help you. Because with the Two of Swords here, I feel like you have to choose to take that risk, the overall energy being the Fool. It shows that you're going to take the risk, to take the leap of faith, to try the new life out, to make a new change for yourself. Some of you guys to plan a move in a few months ahead, you know. I feel like there's something about you can't wait for this new life, but you do need to make sure that you wake up deciding every day to go towards that influence. It's not something that's just going to come easy to you, but I feel like you definitely got this. And there's going to be somebody around you who encourages you to do this too. You might have it feels like a different or a very unique living situation, but also like a new person in your life that affects you in a good way. But it's like all of these shifts and changes, they're not necessarily bad for you, and you need to appreciate the way that things are aligning in your life, because they're really showing you who you are and who you can be. And I feel like it's actually showing somebody around you that change that they needed to see, because they then realized, like, not trying to be shady here, I feel like a lot of you guys are better than someone. It's a masculine energy here. Like, they might even, I feel like, yep, that's the news. I feel like you may even see, like, they see that you're better than them, you know, and you might start to see it too, okay? So hold on one second. Apologies for that, Aquarius. You also got clock. Time is ticking. I feel like there is time until something happens or a change happens where you will know something for sure, but also time for you to heal. And I feel like that's an important factor here, an important influence, that you be a little bit steady with yourself, be patient with yourself. Remember that you're growing, that you are changing, that you are evolving during this time. You know, not to be so hard on yourself, you know, and when there's things that just don't go the way that you anticipated. I feel like it's actually going to bring you closer to your destiny anyway. So you just need to be open to this. And I also feel here with stabbed in the back, I feel like somebody's going to try to take the thing that they harmed you with out of you. I feel like somebody's going to try to remove it, try to fix their mistake or something like that, try to turn things around, trying to change the way the story went or something like that. But I feel like it's not going to work for this person, but you may get an apology for somebody, you know, they may come to the awareness and really recognize where they hurt you, okay, Aquarius? That was your message. I hope that you enjoyed, that it resonated with you. If it did, thumbs up the video. Don't forget to check your other placements out. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Hi, Pisces. Let's go ahead and take a look to see how Mercury Retrograde will be affecting you. Oh, we got some love here. There's a lot of cards coming out. Okay, let's see. You have Two of Swords, Four of Swords. You might have to make a decision to find peace before you find love, with the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Some of you guys might have been stuck on a situation here, but you chose to do the right thing and maybe separate yourself from the influence of something that was really, really heavy on you, okay? And I feel like you're at a place right now where you're actually more open to the opportunity because you have done the healing work. It feels like a lot of you guys had to get your mind clear. It feels like you chose to be really, really patient with yourself, to not necessarily attach too much romantically to people, so that when the time came, you would be very happy in that area, accepted, and also feeling and looking your best. With the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, and this admittance that you might have, Pisces, where you recognize and see that maybe you could have been a better person. Like, you know how sometimes we feel like we could be better towards ourselves and towards other people. I don't know if everyone gets that. I know that I do sometimes, and I always find that I'm in an emotional place when I get that way. But with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, how can you be better for yourself, show up for yourself, and then therefore show it for others? And what connections do you want to fight for, connect with, grow? It feels like you're recognizing where something isn't worth growing, and then also where you should invest that energy that you were investing in someone else that you feel like just isn't worth it anymore. I feel like You could be dropping away from a water sign or an air sign and then working on things with an earth sign and then another water sign. This is business, this is love, this is friendships, this is family. 6 of Cups in the reverse, but it doesn't take away the fact that somebody broke your heart, but most importantly, your trust. This can be a family member. This can be somebody who you held at a high regard. That's the thing. You held this person at a high regard, and they showed you some very childish, immature ways, or they showed somebody else some childish, immature ways that is just not, it's not ideal, you guys. I feel like you may have hoped for better when it came to this situation. It may involve an earth sign here and an air sign, but I feel like it's better for this situation to go because I feel like there's somebody better for this earth sign energy with Judgment here. I don't know. This could be involving 2 people in your life. They just said that's a side message. I don't know. Maybe you need to encourage somebody during this time that they're making the right choice. Ace of Pentacles here. I also feel like they're worth the prize and there's somebody trying to like... This earth sign energy, I don't know why it's so important for Pisces, but also it could have something to do with your money and connection to money. This person could do this to you too. I feel like there's an energy connected to you and an earth sign here that has this power, this gift to try to snatch what you need, not what you want, even though that can also be the case too, but most importantly, what you need from you. They feel like they have that power, that strength, or they do things to try to distract you, and they find it entertaining. They find it entertaining to do this, okay? 10 of Pentacles. I also feel like it has something to do with the sense of jealousy. Like, you could be everybody's go-to. People love you. People care about you. Or this earth energy holds you to a high regard, and somebody gets really, really jealous of that. I'm not going to lie, you guys. But I also feel here where like all of the work and effort that you are putting into yourself, into your body, you're starting to see people's true colors while also gaining external and internal strength. I also feel like you're more stabilized in yourself. You feel more accomplished and well-grounded. For those of you making that change to focus on your diet, on your health, on goal setting during this time, the stronger you're getting, the more you're going to be in alignment with the person who is also as athletic. They choose to focus on like taking care of themselves, their body, that influence. They could do like weightlifting, yoga, flexibility a lot. You could hear them talking about their goals, their weight goals a lot. That's the person you want to be around. With the 2 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles influence, that person cares for you in a deeper way than somebody else does. I feel like somebody snickers behind your back, evil eyes you. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, but it's also Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy connected to it. And I feel like you want emotional satisfaction with people who are capable of providing that. You don't want people who are intimidated by you, who have these shallow feelings for you around you, okay? So you might feel here where you're good on your own. You know your own worth and value. You don't need anybody to validate your security. You're a queen and you know it. You're a king and you know it. You know that's the type of energy that you bring this month, Pisces, okay? So just know that. What are they saying now? The Phoenix, yes, you got that fire in you, especially if some of you guys are like getting back in the gym, taking care of yourself, you know, getting back to your higher vibrational stance. Some of you guys meditating or being able to grow in your meditation or in your power, in your gift, in your ability, honing in your power, learning your strength, you know, fighting back in your own life, being proactive. I feel like with this, with all this growth, you start to change your mind about people that you were around. Yeah, you step back from some people that you used to invest in heavily, or somebody steps back from you and you actually feel like it helps you to gain perspective, like the card says, but it also gives you this insight that you were actually requesting from source. Like, I feel like there's also something about, there's a bigger problem here than what you can fix for this person. I feel like they don't want to fix this. Yeah, I like that it came out because I felt it. You're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. So get it moving. It says go outside and plant your feet on the ground. Enjoy the centering feeling this brings. That could be the meditative energy. Some of y'all might wind up liking to connect outside and exercising or moving or just enjoying nature, healing yourself from maybe deep sadness, grief, hurt, heartbreak, separation, and breakups. Some of you guys, this is going to be your second, third, and fourth removal of energies from around you, like family and friends. There's going to be about 3 people that like separate from you during this time because they're either stressing you with their pettiness, or they're stressing other people that you care about with their pettiness, and they're lying. And I feel like these people are also lying about their past, very important things about their past too. Like they could have lied about all that they've had, and then it's like they're just coming out with the truth because they feel like they have to clarify, because if this situation is going to work in the future and if this person is going to be in their life, then eventually they'll find out the truth. So it's like they're trying to delay this person by telling them the truth about things that they've lied about in the past, hoping that, you know, slowly this person will be able to forgive them, when really this earth energy is learning that somebody bamboozled them into something that was a big lie. That's how they feel. And I feel like that's why this Knight of Pentacles is becoming more slow and strategic, trying to figure out the best decision for them to take, because I feel like somebody is playing real games that they really did invest in with the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. They thought that it would be long term, but they were very patient, and they're seeing that it's not worth it, okay? So that's the message for you, Pisces. I hope that you enjoyed, that it resonated with you. If it did, thumbs up the video. I appreciate it so much. Don't forget to check your other placements, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.